Welcome back. We uncover the hidden treasures of the numismatic world and explore the rarest and most valuable coins circulating or once circulating in the United Kingdom. In today's video, we will be diving into the world of United Kingdom 2 new pence and 2 pence coins, focusing on the top 6 most valuable examples that collectors desperately hunt for. These coins may look ordinary at first glance, but certain rare dates, minting variations, and condition levels can transform them into incredibly valuable collectibles worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Whether you found a 2 pence coin in your old change jar or you're building a serious British coin collection, this video will reveal which coins could be hiding big money potential. So let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 2 new pence coin from 1976 in very fine condition. Although millions of decimal coins were produced during this period, certain dates, conditions, and variations have now become highly collectible. This particular 1976 2 new pence coin has recently caught the attention of collectors due to its intriguing history, its historical role in the early decimal system, and its rising auction market value that may surprise many new collectors. So let's explore what makes this simple bronze coin a hidden treasure worth noting. The 2 new pence coin was introduced in 1971 when the United Kingdom officially shifted from the old pre-decimal system to the modern decimal currency. Designed to replace the old penny denominations, this coin became part of everyday transactions across the country. The 1976 issue was part of the early production years under Queen Elizabeth II's reign, featuring the young second portrait by Arnold Mackin. Although the coin was primarily minted for circulation, its role within the early decades of decimalization gives it historical importance. Decimal coins from the 1970s represent a transitional era in British currency, and collectors now look back at these coins as nostalgic pieces of a changing financial landscape. The United Kingdom 2 new pence 1976 coin carries several distinctive features that make it visually appealing and collectible. On the obverse side, you'll find the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a signature image used on UK coins from 1968 to 1984. The reverse features the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of feathers within a coronet, accompanied by a ribbon scroll bearing the German motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. The inscription reads, New pence, across the top and the value 2 beneath the emblem. This was one of the last years where the inscription still included the word new, which would later be changed to simply 2 pence, starting in 1982. These small design distinctions make earlier decimal coins like this 1976 piece stand out among modern collectors, especially when preserved in very fine condition. While the 1976 2 new pence was not originally minted in extremely low numbers, its rarity today comes from the challenge of finding specimens in higher grades. Coins from this period were heavily circulated and often found with scratches, dents, discoloration, or general wear from everyday use. A 1976 coin in very fine condition is no longer common, as most surviving pieces are in poor or average shape. Collectors searching for high-quality decimal coins now actively seek out well-preserved examples from the early 1970s. As demand for vintage decimal pieces grows, particularly among newer collectors, coins like the 1976 2 new pence have started gaining more recognition in auctions and private sales. Even though the coin had a face value of just 2 pence, its collector value today can be several times higher depending on condition. A typical circulated 1976 2 new pence coin may not fetch much, but a sharply detailed, very fine example can attract attention from collectors who want early decimal coins in the best possible grade. In very fine condition, this coin can be valued anywhere between $570,000, and in certain auctions where buyers are highly motivated, prices can occasionally climb even higher. As decimal coin collecting grows more popular worldwide, especially among collectors in the United States, the value of these early 1970s pieces continues to trend upward steadily. For anyone interested in collecting these early decimal coins, paying close attention to condition is essential. Look for pieces with minimal wear on the Queen's portrait, strong lettering, clear reverse details on the feathers, and even the natural bronze color without heavy scratches or corrosion. Keeping coins stored in a dry, protected environment will prevent further oxidation. It's also wise to explore coin fairs, reputable dealers, and online auctions where higher-grade decimal coins appear from time to time. Building a full collection of early new pence coins from the 1970s can also increase the overall value of your collection, especially if you manage to secure well-preserved examples for each year. The United Kingdom 2 new pence 1976 coin may seem like a simple copper piece at first glance, but its historical role in the early decimal system, distinctive design, and rising demand among collectors make it a coin worth appreciating. In very fine condition, this coin can command impressive interest and surprising value in today's auction market. As more collectors turn their attention to vintage decimal issues, the 1976 2 new pence continues to grow in popularity and desirability. If you come across one in excellent shape, don't overlook it. It could be a small treasure hiding in plain sight. Next up, we are exploring the United Kingdom 2 new pence from 1971, a coin that many people overlook but that has gained surprising attention among collectors, especially when preserved in fine condition. While millions of these coins were produced, certain qualities, conditions, and historical factors elevate some examples into the rare and highly collectible category, with auction prices in dollars that may shock you. If you have a 1971 2 new pence at home, its rarity, and its potential market value. The 1971 2 new pence coin holds a special place in British numismatic history because it was part of the country's major currency transformation. On February 15, 1971, known as Decimal Day, the United Kingdom officially switched from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a new decimal currency structure. To support the transition, the Royal Mint introduced a range of new coins, including the 2 new pence. The 1971 issue was one of the very first coins minted for the new decimal era, making it a significant piece of monetary history. Although the coin circulated widely for many years, examples from this transitional period are loved by collectors due to their historical importance and the nostalgia they represent for the early decimal years. The United Kingdom 2 new pence 1971 coin features several distinctive elements that make it visually appealing and instantly recognizable. On the obverse side, it carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin, a well-known sculptor whose design was used on British coins for more than 2 decades. The reverse side displays the badge of the Prince of Wales, consisting of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet along with the motto, Ich dien, meaning, I serve. Beneath the emblem is the denomination, new pence, a wording that was only used between 1971 and 1981 before being replaced with 2 pence. These features help set the early decimal coins apart and make them more collectible, especially for people who appreciate the evolution of British coinage. While the 1971 2 new pence was minted in massive numbers for general circulation, coins in fine condition or better have become surprisingly harder to find today. Most pieces spent decades in consistent circulation, resulting in heavy wear that limits their appeal to collectors. The demand has been rising particularly among decimal era specialists and collectors who aim to complete early 1970s sets. What makes certain specimens rare is not the year itself but the condition, eye appeal, and preservation. A coin that has maintained its sharp details, clean surfaces, and minimal wear stands out in today's market. Collectors appreciate these early decimal coins more than ever, and as interest continues to grow worldwide, especially in the United States and Canada, the demand for high-grade 1971 2 new pence coins also increases. In the current auction market, the value of a United Kingdom 2 new pence 1971 in fine condition is modest but steadily increasing due to growing collector interest. Typical fine condition examples often sell for a few dollars, usually around $265,000, depending on eye appeal. However, coins in superior condition such as extremely fine or uncirculated specimens can sell much higher, sometimes achieving $345,000 in the right auction. Proof strikes or presentation sets from 1971 may fetch even more, especially if they come with their original packaging. Although the 1971 2 new pence isn't considered extremely rare, the rising demand and increasing interest in early decimal coins have positively influenced its market value, making it a worthwhile coin to hold onto or upgrade if you find a high-grade example. If you are interested in collecting the 1971 2 new pence, there are several useful tips to help you make the most of your search. Always examine the coin's condition closely. Sharp details on the feathers, a clear portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, and even color tone can significantly affect value. Consider storing your coins in protective holders to preserve their quality, especially if you have an example with minimal wear. When buying, try to purchase from reputable sellers or verified auction platforms to avoid damaged or altered coins. Also, keep an eye on proof sets from 1971, as these often contain high-quality strikes that appeal to serious collectors. Over time, assembling a full collection of early decimal coins could become both a satisfying project and a wise numismatic investment. The United Kingdom 2 new pence 1971 may not be the rarest decimal coin in circulation today, but it remains a historically important and increasingly desirable collectible. Its role in the decimal transformation of British currency, combined with its distinctive design and rising collector interest, gives it a strong presence in the numismatic world. Even in fine condition, this coin holds value and continues to gain attention among enthusiasts worldwide. If you come across one of these early decimal treasures, make sure to take a closer look. You may have a piece of monetary history that could grow in value over time. Next up, we are taking a closer look at the United Kingdom 2 New Pence 1979 coin in very fine condition, a coin that many people may overlook in their old change jars, yet it carries remarkable historical interest and collector demand. We will uncover its fascinating background, unique design details, and why certain examples of this coin have been sought after in auctions for impressive dollar prices. Whether you're a new collector or a seasoned numismatist, this video will give you all the insights you need. The 1979 2 New Pence coin comes from an era of the United Kingdom's transition period following decimalization in 1971. During this time, New Pence was written on the coinage to distinguish the new decimal values from the old pre-decimal system. By 1982, the wording was changed from New Pence to simply Pence, making all earlier issues like the 1979 coin historically significant. Minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the coin reflects a period of economic and currency evolution. Although millions were struck, not all surviving pieces are in high-grade condition today, especially those that have been in circulation for decades. This historical shift adds both interest and collectability to the 1979 2 New Pence. The United Kingdom 2 New Pence 1979 coin is easily recognized by its distinctive design. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machin, a portrait that became iconic during the early decades of decimal coinage. On the reverse side, the coin displays the badge of the Prince of Wales with 3 feathers rising from a coronet, accompanied by the motto Ich Dien, meaning, I serve. Below this emblem is the denomination, 2 New Pence. The coin is made of bronze and has a diameter of 25.9 millimeters, giving it a solid, traditional feel. Even though the design is common, finding it in very fine or better condition is less frequent, because bronze coins tend to tone, scratch, and wear easily over time. While the 1979 2 New Pence is not extremely rare in circulated, heavily worn grades, collectors pay closer attention to pieces in very fine condition or higher, because fewer examples survive with sharp details and minimal wear. Over the years, many coins have been lost, damaged, or corroded, making well-preserved pieces increasingly desirable. Furthermore, the New Pence wording adds an extra layer of collector appeal, especially as more people learn about the short-lived use of this wording before the change in 1982. This growing interest has boosted the demand for clean, attractive 1979 specimens, causing the auction and private sale values to rise steadily. In very fine condition, the United Kingdom 2 New Pence 1979 coin has been known to achieve surprising prices on the market. While common worn examples may only fetch small amounts, higher-grade pieces, especially those with strong detail and pleasing surfaces, have sold for between $247,500 depending on buyer demand and auction competition. Exceptional examples graded even higher can reach $457,000 or more, particularly when collectors are searching for top-quality decimal coins to complete their sets. Although this is not a coin that reaches thousands of dollars, its rising value and increasing popularity show that it has great investment potential for the future. Collectors seeking a valuable 1979 2 New Pence should focus on condition first and foremost. Look for coins that still show sharp details in the Queen's hair, clear lettering, and minimal scratches or discoloration. Storing bronze coins properly is also essential, as they are prone to toning and corrosion. Always keep them in dry, acid-free holders or protective capsules. If you plan to buy one at auction, examine high-resolution photos carefully and compare the coin to grading standards. Finally, staying updated with current market trends will help you recognize good deals and understand when prices are climbing. The United Kingdom 2 New Pence 1979 coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but its historical background, transitional design, and growing collector demand make it a valuable and interesting piece, especially in very fine condition. As more collectors turn their attention to decimal-era coins, the 1979 issue continues to stand out as a rewarding find with real market potential. Whether you already have one in your collection or are hoping to discover one in old change. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 New Pence coin from 1980, a piece many people overlook because of its common design and widespread circulation. However, what makes this topic interesting is how even a rusty or damaged example can still capture collector attention due to its age, metal composition, and historical context. While most 1982 pence coins are abundant, certain conditions, mint characteristics, and collector demand have pushed some examples to surprising values in the auction market. So today, we'll break down its story, its unique details, and why even a worn or corroded version might be worth more than you think. The 1982 new pence coin belongs to the early years of decimalization, a major monetary reform officially introduced in 1971. During this period, the UK shifted from the old pounds, shillings, pence system to a modern decimal structure. The two new pence coin was one of the original denominations released in 1971, made from bronze and featuring Queen Elizabeth II's portrait designed by Arnold Machin. Even though the word new was dropped from many coins in 1982, the 1980 issue still carries the original new pence inscription, making it part of a transitional era in British numismatic history. Millions were minted for circulation in 1980, which typically makes this coin common, but the survival of pristine examples, variations in condition, and the growing interest of collectors have changed its story in recent years. This 1982 pence coin showcases several recognizable design elements that make it stand out. The obverse features the second official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, known for its youthful and elegant profile. The reverse carries the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet and topped with a ribbon bearing the motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. The inscription, New Pence, is placed above the design, with the denomination, 2, positioned clearly below. While the coin is made of bronze, coins exposed to moisture or improper storage often develop rust-like corrosion, discoloration, or surface damage. Interestingly, even with rust or physical damage, some examples still attract interest because collectors often seek out coins that show natural aging or environmental effects, especially when they help tell the story of circulation history. Although the 1982 new pence coin is not inherently rare in mint state, collector demand has increased for early decimal coins, especially those from the new pence era. Many circulated pieces have suffered damage, corrosion, or harsh conditions, which means that visually strong examples are harder to find. At the same time, unusual toning, rust patterns, and time-worn marks can give some coins a unique appearance that appeals to collectors who appreciate historical wear or natural patina. While rusty and damaged coins are not considered premium condition, they still retain interest because many enthusiasts enjoy assembling full-date decimal collections regardless of condition. Some collectors seek versions that show extreme age or oxidation for educational display pieces. And with online auctions becoming more popular, even worn-out 1982 pence coins sometimes sell for more than their basic face value simply due to nostalgia and collector curiosity. In rusty and damaged condition, the 1982 new pence coin does not typically sell for high amounts in normal marketplaces. However, there are cases where unusual condition coins are listed and sold on online auction platforms for slightly elevated prices, especially when the coin appears visually striking or has an interesting background. While perfect condition 1980 coins generally sell for only a few dollars, badly damaged examples can sometimes achieve small but surprising bids due to collector curiosity. Realistically, the market value in damaged condition ranges from around $365,000, and only in rare situations might a coin sell for slightly more if bidders take interest in its unique appearance or story. For anyone interested in collecting early decimal UK coins, it's important to pay attention to overall preservation, even when buying damaged or rusty examples. Store bronze coins in a dry environment away from humidity to avoid further corrosion. If you find a 1982 pence coin with interesting color changes or patterns, avoid cleaning it harshly, as improper cleaning can damage its surface and reduce its appeal. Examine online listings frequently because demand can fluctuate, especially when collectors are trying to complete full-year sets. And if you come across a large batch of old 2 pence coins, take time to sort through them carefully. Some pieces with unusual wear, misstrikes, or dramatic aging effects may be more interesting to collectors than you expect. While the United Kingdom 2 new pence coin from 1980 is typically considered a high-value rarity, its place in early decimal history and the enduring demand from collectors make it a fascinating piece to explore. Even rusty or damaged examples still tell a story of decades of circulation and environmental exposure, adding to their charm. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who recently found an old 2 pence coin in a drawer, the 1980 issue is a reminder that even common coins can surprise you in the auction market. Next up, we are taking a closer look at a coin that many people overlook. The United Kingdom 2 pence coin from 1997, especially in fine condition. While it may seem like an ordinary copper-plated steel coin, certain rare variations and high-grade examples from this year have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. Some of these coins have achieved impressive values at auction, selling for far more than face value. Join us as we explore the history, rarity, features, and market value of the 1997 UK 2 pence coin. The 2 pence coin has been a part of British decimal coinage since 1971, introduced as part of the United Kingdom's shift from the old pre-decimal system to a modern, simplified structure. For decades, the 2 pence coin was composed of bronze, but in the early 1990s the Royal Mint began transitioning to copper-plated steel due to rising metal prices. By 1997, all 2 pence coins minted for circulation were produced in copper-plated steel, making them lighter and cheaper to manufacture. Although the 1997 issue was circulated widely, a small number of coins from this era have attracted collectors due to minting quirks and preservation in higher grades. The 1997 2 pence coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Makloff, which was used from 1985 to 1997. This design shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, accompanied by the inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1997. On the reverse is the iconic badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet with the motto, Ich dien, meaning, I serve. While the design itself is standard, variations in metal composition and certain off-center strikes or die errors make some 1997 examples especially valuable. Coins struck sharply with minimal wear and clean surfaces in fine or better condition are also prized by collectors. Although millions of 1997 2 pence coins entered circulation, not all of them are common today. Steel-based coins tend to corrode, rust, or lose their plating when exposed to moisture over long periods, making well-preserved examples harder to find. Additionally, collectors carefully search for rare varieties such as misaligned dies, double-struck pieces, or unusual color tones caused by minting inconsistencies. These rare types do not appear often, and when they do, they quickly attract bidding interest from enthusiasts. The growing global demand for British decimal coinage has also increased attention on earlier steel composition years like 1997, making fine-grade coins more desirable. A standard 1997 2 pence coin in fine condition typically sells for a modest premium, but rare error examples or exceptionally preserved coins can command impressive prices. Depending on the type of error and overall condition, auction results can range anywhere from $350,000 for unusual pieces. In rare cases, highly desirable minting errors have reached even higher bids, with some collectors paying over $536,000 when competition is strong. While these prices vary greatly, the fact that a 2 pence coin can sell for many times its face value is a reminder of how unexpected rarity can create big value in the numismatic market. For anyone hoping to find or purchase a valuable 1997 2 pence coin, careful inspection is essential. Start by examining the coin for minting errors, including doubling, misstrikes, or unusual metal characteristics. Look for coins that retain sharp details on the feathers, lettering, and the Queen's portrait, as these indicate higher preservation. Always store copper-plated steel coins in dry, protective holders to prevent rust or spotting. When buying online or at auction, rely on reputable sellers and request clear photographs of both sides to verify condition. Patience and knowledge are key to identifying rare varieties that could hold strong future value. The 1997 United Kingdom 2 pence coin may seem like an everyday piece of pocket change, but its story is a reminder that even common coins can hide unexpected rarity and value. Rare varieties, high-grade examples, and collector demand have all helped push some of these coins to impressive auction results, proving that no coin should ever be underestimated. Whether you're searching through old change jars or building a serious collection. Next up, we are exploring a unique piece from the United Kingdom, the 1991 2 pence coin. While at first glance it may appear as a regular circulation coin, its significance to collectors and numismatists is remarkable. Over the years, coins like this have gained recognition not only for their historical value but also for their potential auction market worth, making them a must-know item for any serious coin collector. We will uncover its history, unique characteristics, rarity, and tips on how collectors can spot a valuable specimen. The United Kingdom's 2 pence coin was first introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalisation of British currency, which replaced the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 1991 2 pence coin was minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and is composed primarily of bronze. Its production in 1991 was relatively standard, but it carries the historical charm of being part of the early decades of the decimal coinage system. These coins were widely used in everyday transactions, which means many have circulated extensively, often showing signs of wear, yet some rare examples have survived in surprisingly good condition. Understanding its place in British coin history helps us appreciate why even a circulated version can hold notable value today. What sets the 1991 2 pence coin apart? First, its composition. It's made of bronze, a durable and classic metal for lower denomination British decimal coins of that era. The weight is about 7.12 grams, with a diameter of roughly 25.9 millimeters, and a smooth edge. One important thing to note, although many later 2 pence coins switched composition, the 1991 issue remains the traditional bronze variety for its time. Visually, in very fine condition, you'll still see good details. Queen Elizabeth II portrait is clear, the 3 feathers and coronet on the reverse are defined, and the scroll with ICH Dying is legible, though there will be some wear on high points from circulation. Another interesting version of the 1991 2p is the proof edition. These are struck with specially polished blanks and dies, giving much sharper detail and a mirror-like finish. In 1991, there was indeed a Prince of Wales proof 2p released by the Royal Mint. Proof coins are made for collectors, not circulation, and usually command more collector interest. Although millions of 2p coins were minted in 1991, truly valuable specimens are those that have survived in better condition than most. Circulated coins are generally common, but some unusual factors, such as misprints, off-center strikes, or unusual coloration due to storage conditions, can make a coin highly sought after. Collectors particularly look for coins that, despite being circulated, retain strong detail on the Queen's portrait and the royal shield. This rarity, combined with growing interest in modern decimal coinage, has led to increased demand among numismatists both in the UK and internationally. Coins with verified provenance and minimal wear can attract serious bids at auctions. The market value of a circulated 1991 2p coin varies depending on condition and any unique attributes it may have. A standard circulated coin might sell for a modest $236,500, but coins with unusual characteristics or better than average preservation can command much higher prices. Rare variants, such as those with minting errors, have been known to reach $545,000 or more at specialized auctions. It's important to note that auction prices can fluctuate based on collector interest, coin condition, and current market trends, so staying informed about the latest sales is essential for anyone looking to buy or sell. For collectors interested in the 1991 2p coin, attention to detail is key. Always examine the coin under good lighting and a magnifying lens to identify any minting anomalies. Check for unusual toning, off-center strikes, or errors in the design, as these factors can significantly increase value. Preservation matters even in circulated coins, so storing your collection in protective sleeves or coin albums is recommended. Additionally, researching recent auction results for similar coins can provide guidance on pricing and demand. Networking with reputable dealers and joining coin collecting forums can also enhance your knowledge and help you spot rare finds before they reach the wider market. The United Kingdom 2p 1991 coin in circulated condition may seem like a simple piece of change at first glance, but for collectors, it represents a fascinating blend of history, artistry, and potential value. From its role in the decimalization of British currency to its unique design features and the occasional rare minting anomalies, this coin has captured the interest of numismatists worldwide. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, understanding the nuances of coins like the 1991 2p can open doors to both historical appreciation and financial opportunity. Keep your eyes open for these hidden treasures, because even the most ordinary-looking coin can hold extraordinary value. Thank you for watching. If you learned something new today, please like this video, subscribe for more numismatic deep dives, and leave a comment with any coins you'd like me to cover next. Happy collecting!